Alrighty, hello boys and girls. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Um, wow, got yet another excellent day here in Houston, Texas. Can't believe the run of good weather we've been having. It's been really nice and enjoyable. Luckily for me, I now instantly feel bad because I'm lucky that I have a backyard that I can actually go outside and enjoy the nice weather we've been having. I guess not everybody gets that, so I guess it was maybe a little rude of me to say that. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So today, I wrapped up my last playthrough last night. I needed to change. I wanted to start a new one, and then when I signed on, I thought, I don't necessarily. How do I say this? I would like to talk about State of Decay 3 and what would be welcome changes, welcome improvements. And so I'm going to try not to make this too long. But I thought, I can kind of go through these steps, and I'll sort of point out what I would like to see different or added or improved upon. And also, if you stick around and watch the whole thing, please or even if you don't, feel free to comment below as to what you would like to see or improve, or if you agree or disagree with what I think. I think make for an interesting discussion. Also, one quick thing I just want to add is that I was planning to also stream today, but I had a hard time waking up, just between you and me. We don't need to tell everybody that. But I'm going to experiment with streaming. I think I've been getting throttled. I think my ISP's been throttling. It's hard to tell. I can't really be sure. So I've been doing more recordings, and so I do want to stream again tomorrow, but also I will be doing more of these recordings. So if you would like to join me in the recordings, just let me know. Send me a message on Xbox if we're already friends, or leave me a comment down below, and maybe we can get that going. But anyways, let's get started. Improvements or things I'd like to see in State of Decay 3. So I don't have any active communities, so we're going to have to start a new one. And so, skip tutorial. And you know what? I'm going to go to, actually, Cascade Hills, because I think that map, actually, I can illustrate some of the stuff that I'm talking about better than the other maps. And I'm just gonna do standard zone because I'm not trying to prove anything or do anything. And plus, while I'm talking and thinking, I don't need the constant nightmare action. And so the first thing that I would like to do, I'm gonna go ahead and do favors this one and this one. Now, I would say this, if they're going to have boons in State of Decay 3, let's go through these real quick. So, favors. Start off with 4,000 influence, and start off with a visit from the friendly trader. I think that's perfectly fine. It's decent mobilization. You get a pile of guns, ammo, and grenades. Granted, they're not so great, but I think that's, decent. Charity. Receive a pile of high quality loot from old day. I'm sorry that I laughed. I don't know what they consider high quality, but again, not such a bad thing. You every day you get a little bit of meds and food, snacks, whatever. I think it's fun. Amenities, which is incredible. So much so that it's practically OP, but if you have it, why would you play without it? Base-wide power and water at any base with no fuel cost or threat. So maybe they could add a fuel cost or threat, or maybe you could be power or water But yeah, I think that would probably need to change, or maybe it could be two separate boons. You get to pick one or the other, or you could then pick them both. I guess would kind of defeat the purpose, but you get what I'm saying. So let's just go ahead and pick that. Continue. And then this is my next thing. I don't think it would be terrible to have a locker of things that you've accumulated throughout the game, and maybe it could be limited, just like you're limited to 50 survivors. Maybe you're limited to 50 to 75 items from a previous playthrough that you could then equip your character with. And you know, I might have said this a little bit out loud, because as I pick my character, it's something else that I would like to see. Let me go here. I don't think, like, once you have a surviving character, I understand if you're starting with a random character, or when you meet survivors out in the field, why they don't tell you what negative or positive traits they have. But once you have finished a legacy with them, and especially if you have more than 3 survivors, why you can't see what their positive or negatives are. Because as I scroll through, like on a future real playthrough, I'm going to be using her, so I know that she's good. Oh, I want this one for this playthrough. Let's go this way. Oh, and I do want this one because I think, and this is what I'm talking about. As you can see, she's got the hacking skill. I think I loaded her up with a network signal booster and the stuff that, you know, a hacker would need to maximize their benefits. But I wish I could know that. And I guess really what I was trying to say was I've got 3-4 different red talons that have -1 labor, and my last playthrough I started with 2 of my 3 starters with -1 labor, and it would be nice to know that at this point. And I don't think it would be ruinous, detrimental to the game to be able to see that. Like I said, you've already played with these characters, and if you have up to 50, how are you going to remember every positive or negative trait that each one of them have? You make a notebook, and that's not such a bad thing to have a little notebook with all your characters, and maybe what stuff you've equipped them with, pre-equipped them with, or not. But that's what I'm talking about. So it would be nice to be able to see positive, negative traits. It would also be nice to be able to equip them from a locker with stuff that you've acquired throughout the previous gameplays. Which again, like I said, that's also kind of a, I can understand it where you lose stuff every playthrough, but especially when it comes to the red talent facilities, it's so mind-numbingly boring to acquire the prestige to buy them, and then they're so expensive to buy once you get them that, you know, you sort of get locked into playing certain characters over and over and over because they're the ones that are in the playthrough. And now there is a way to sort of transfer stuff. You know, you start up a game with a character that has something you want, to trade it to a character that you want to use on another playthrough, and then quit, and having a locker would be just so much easier and better to do. And then let's see, come on, oh, there we go. We already did. I was like, why can't I switch over to the next bit here? Because we were already there. All right, let's see here. There's a guy that I got right. I did the Builder Legacy, which is also like once you've played this through so many times, I always do the Builder Legacy just because it's the quickest and easiest one to do. But I acquired somebody that... Oh, I should have gone the other way. This guy, Ladislaw. Never been sick. I just remember because, again, it was just like last night. Excuse me 1 second. Had to cough, not the COVID. I hope. Anyways, and so, I don't know. I want to get this guy prepared for a future playthrough, and that's why I'm picking him. All right, so now we've gone through there. Let's go with yes. And I'm going to go ahead and skip the introductory cutscene and just get right to it. All right. Let's see. We got anything in here? Yeah, we actually do have some fuel. Do we have nothing in there? All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Wow, she seems really... Can I crack it open from here? Okay, so then let's... Thought you could crack them open in the trunk, but let's just put that there. Grab that. Crack it open. All right. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to go ahead and climb that sign and scope out the area. I don't know why. Now that I think about it, I'm not really playing this. But all of this is good. I do like this. Nothing to really alter. Now I also get why you would not want to be able to preload
okay,
rucksacks
see here.
on these guys. Oh yeah. Unless, jeez, is it just me or is it? Man, this seems really. Yikes! See, I thought you weren't supposed to be able to do that anymore. But that's actually good to know because I want to try something out if I get the chance. Jeez Louise.
We shouldn't stay here long.
Okay, one, anything that's supposed to happen, and two...
We've done this plenty of times before.
I didn't think that was that great of a fall.
This is going to be a good day.
I don't think... Well, that's not going to do me any good to use the bandage. And this is... The ruck is really all I really wanted. So yeah, let's just go ahead and head to our new home. Whoa, didn't quite. There we go.
Got some deadheads here.
Shouldn't we go a little faster?
Sorry about that. I was thinking about maybe parking around back, but I think I will just park this one here. We'll call in a real vehicle. So let's shoot that out. Oh, that's right. We gotta claim it.
I got here in no time at all.
That's right. Let's site secure it. Excuse me. Yep, you could take care of that. Oh, there you are.
That won't work.
Oh.
Can't let that one up.
Oh. There's another one.
We could set up base here.
Oh, so we're good. Oh, no, we're not yet. It doesn't look like there's any more up here. Really, you two couldn't do that.
It looks pretty safe. I think we should claim this place and move in.
I concur.
Oh, I like that idea.
Okay, let's unload some of this stuff.
The pipes are working and the breaker box is connected. Enjoy your water and power, everyone.
Drop
After
this
everything
off.
you people have done for us, we wanted to help you out. Swing by and take whatever you need.
Okay, and then...
Our first priority has to be gathering materials. We'll need them to improve this place.
Well, that's a good thing.
You up for doing
You
a
already
little
have
recon?
I'll be finished with this before you know it. I'm glad to hear it. I'm all finished up.
About damn time.
It's time to get building. Either a workshop or an infirmary would be a good place to start.
Now that's one thing I don't like, which is... Here, you know what? Let me get that. Okay, so when you... I guess I didn't really need to put it back in my backpack. You see, as I highlight it, it blocks what I already have in there. I don't know why it can't just have the little orange arrows and still show you what is there. But it's a minor thing, but something I would like to see. And then let's... I really thought I had another weapon. Wait, already...
Try not to get into too much trouble.
Okay, where's lattice file? Wow. Okay, so I do like Tantu. We'll just keep that on us. We'll put that back. And then, let's see. So now, this is what I wanted to look at. Yeah, see, look at that. Plus 100 infection resistance. Morale bonus from facilities with a projector. So, like, see, again, like, that would be something good to know, because there aren't really that many, and I don't know that there's any. I was going to say camps with bases with a projector, but I guess if you do a lounge, I think that will have a projector. But then let's see here. Let's switch back over to Jahan Bani. And let's put this Horde Breaker in here. Whoops. See, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Horde. I don't, because maybe it's just me. I get distracted by what I'm looking at, and I guess the 4 little arrows in the rucksack thing which says equip grabs my attention, and maybe it's just me. I might just be, well, I guess I am stupid, but
How about you take care of things for a bit?
alright. And then let's, oh, that's right, we have Aaron to trade with. I bet he's got a weapon.
I got some stuff to trade.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see here. Oh, but it's the preppers 1022. That stinks. Let's see, what are we low on? We're food and wow, fuel. All right, so we'll go ahead and buy this.
Another successful supply run. Want to trade?
It'd be nice, and you know, here's another thing too. I guess it would be nice to be able to buy more than one rucksack at a time. And let's see, let's go ahead and get the fuel. Oh, and you know what? Duh, let's go ahead and get cracking on.
I'm glad we've already got a start on building the space up into something real.
We need help over here, and you're the best
Oh my
folks for the
God,
job,
already.
So,
I'm on my way.
that's a relief.
Wait, did we lose Aaron already? Huh. Alright, so let's see here.
Another project finished. Great job, folks.
Ah, come on. Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna just go. Oh yeah, that's right. We want to get a vehicle. I think I'm gonna go with the Burninator.
I'm gonna need some wheels.
And then actually, we'll go with Ultimate
I'm gonna need a
Range
supply drop.
We're on it. We owe you, fair and square.
and Ultimate Range.
Can you drop off some supplies?
We're on it. We owe you, fair and square.
Let's go with this one first. All right, so I know I've distracted myself from like the improvements. Ah, yeah. Okay, so maybe we should get the car first.
I gotta rest. We need another outpost. We should make one right here.
Let's get some of the materials that we need.
Found something. Well, it's something.
Actually, let's go ahead and put this away too. And we'll go pick up that supply drop.
I gotta rest. All this weight's gonna slow me down.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, Screamer. Might want to go ahead and take care of that. I'm gonna go claim this fuel tank thing over here. Trying to think of Well, I should have really put more thought.
Can't do it.
Oh, that's right. I don't have to grapple. Should have put more thought into these upgrades. So far, it's mainly on that opening screen. And, oh, you know what? I did what I don't normally do. Claim first.
One more outpost is fully operational.
Oh, and I didn't bring any health or stamina. I guess I could have done that. But so far, all of this stuff is good. You know what? I did think of something that I guess would be nice, and it's the maps. And I can, like a lot of other people, I would like to see dynamic weather. However, as like a compromise, I guess I could be open to maybe a permanent snow map. I mean, rain would be nice, but I guess you couldn't have like it raining all the time. See, I think we need 3 of these. Yeah, it's all good. Let's see, where are these guys? Yeah, I'm just gonna go visit them and drop off these plague samples. Oh, whoa, 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 went too far. Okay, this is one where I don't mind. Okay, you know what, that's just... I'm gonna grab that. That, right? Okay, so there you go. That kill animation needs to go. Might as well do this. Whoops.
Anybody hear that? I guess not.
Okay, we're gonna talk to Chelly.
How's it going?
Oh, 2
With these plague samples, I can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected. We're happy to share the recipe if you need it.
Oh, I thought I put that in.
Thanks.
There. Oh, but anyways,
Catch you later.
let's see, what was I... Factions. I think I would like to see factions in the game. Let's see, we probably aren't going to need
Now, that's quite a load.
this. Where you could align with Red Talon or
I
the
have
network.
news for you. We have to keep destroying those plague hearts. It's the only way to be safe.
And maybe Red
Done and
Talon
done.
would give you access to better weapons.
Hey, come on in.
Network would give you access to better technology. And then maybe just I think it's bandits or anyway, some sort of rogue third
Congrats. You're still alive.
faction that that would maybe give you
I was out
sort of
and
like
about for a bit,
improvised.
so I brought back a few things.
weapons and things like that. And then let's just go ahead and dump that off. Yeah, we're good. All right, so now that brings us up to the next thing I'd like to see, which is, and it has something to do with maps too, and that is, like, this is nice.
Okay, now where's that plague heart hiding?
I mean, I think they're all right with these, like, sort of little. I don't know if I don't want to call them. Maybe city areas, city-ish type areas. And as much as I would really love to see a more urban environment, like almost a map that was nothing but a city. Oh man, so spoiled by the survey vehicle. I agree. Like, how would that work? You know, because how many buildings? Oh, speaking of survey vehicles, looky, there we are. You know, like, it would just be. I understand how that would be too difficult to pull off cleanly. You know, like, how many buildings could you enter? How many floors would they have? How many, and of those floors, how many interior rooms would you be able to enter? And that's what I'm coming over here, because I think if there was, like, maybe like this little section here in the middle of the map, but multiplied by like 4, so that you could have like a fairly large, what I would call, urban area. Wow, how close do you have to be? You have to be really close to trigger that. And so I think that would be a good compromise of both, having like an urbanish map along with it not being, you know, it would not have to be multiple, you know, let's go ahead and go back. It wouldn't have to be multiple, like, super tall structures, but you could have just like almost like a small town, small city, where you have several one-floor structures.
Focus on big items. If we stock up on small comforts, it'll add up when we need to trade.
With, let's see, let's try to get these triggered. Man, that's really working hard. With then offloader. With that, let's see, you could have maybe, I'm trying to get to that corner office. Look at that popping like that. They need to work on that.
Yeah, that'll keep you quiet.
But yeah, they could have maybe 3, 4, or 5 sort of multi-level buildings. They don't have to be skyscrapers. And I think that would be a good thing also. And you know what? This is really not going where I had imagined. I really should script these things out. But then the other thing, the bounty broker. I would like to see better bounties. I'm not opposed to having some weapon or clothing. No, bounties. Wait, where's that entrance? Oh, this is it. And I know you can do it on the other side, but this is the way I'm more familiar with, believe it or not. But how about bounties that provide a a mod for your base, your facilities,
I gotta stop.
or mods for your characters. One thing I had thought of was like was something that would allow you to run at full speed silently. That would mask your footsteps. And it would be something that would, in my mind, I envision it being like a pair of shoes. And then you would just, it would take up a slot in your backpack. That would be your penalty. But your benefit would be that you could run silent, or dead silent, if you would. Maybe it would, you could get something that if they're not going to make prestige available through the base game, maybe you could get mods or facilities through the bounty broker that were comparable to the Red Talon facilities, like the officers' quarters, the bunkhouse. Just like they added the Heartland weapons to the base game that you can get through the bounty broker. In fact, I think I might want to get
Might we chat for a bit?
something. But yeah, it does seem kind of weird to have a raincoat in a game that does not have any rain. And then on top of that, that it's made out of black wool or wool. That just seems really weird to me. And then my only issue with the guns is, yeah, it's nice to have cool looking guns, but in this game, a gun is a gun is a gun. Although they have, to their credit, worked on, I guess, having distinguishing caliber differences. You know, the smaller caliber weapons do less damage than the higher caliber weapons, and they should be applauded for that. But that being said, except for juggernauts, a headshot from a 22 is the same as a headshot from or even a shotgun. And of course, also, I guess you've got your loudness factors in with the size of your gun, and that's a good thing also. What did I want to get? Oh wait, I know what I want to get from the first responder pack. I wanted to get this because this first responder pack is about to go, and this MP5SD is one of the best weapons with an integrated suppressor.
Good.
And then let's see, I did want to get.
Take care.
If I want to get something else, I'll come back to that. I'm trying to think of sort of. There aren't really many game mechanics other than, like I said, the factions. Yeah, because the actual fighting and shooting, all of that's good. Oh, vehicles. If they're gonna have like a Nightmare Dread standard differentiation, they need to buff the vehicles in the hardest difficulties. I know. The biggest thing that I'd like to see is instead of having difficulty based on number of zombies, because yeah, in Nightmare Zone, especially when you're I got a mission where I sort of had to bail on it because things got sideways, and that's fine. I mean, there's a place for that. This case was a screamer, but and you know, maybe not the best example, but one time I was just playing and there were 2 3-packs of barrels, and yeah, that would be pretty hard to deal with right up front, you know, or having these plague juggernaut hordes with 2 juggernauts. That's ups the difficulty. I get it, but I think I would prefer to see the difficult from lack of resources, because even in Nightmare Zone, it really isn't that difficult to find resources, and I think it would make the game more interesting and challenging if I knew that I could not, at least on one single map, because I know a lot of us, and I'm, you'll go play through one map, go to the next map, go to the next map, and repeat as often as many maps as there are. And yeah, so as you're acquiring more and more things, then it's fine to like, that would be the only way
Better
to
not screw
have
around here if
a
I want to
level
avoid
3
blood plague.
infirmary and a level 3 workshop, or feeling the pinch of not knowing how to tackle a certain issue, be it a plague heart, because you needed to decide whether you needed your materials to make bombs or repair your things. The other thing too, I guess, was thinking of were the maps themselves. Perhaps instead of having all, wow, already out of materials, eh? Let's just go ahead and bump that up. Maybe there would be, okay, maybe 3 maps the same size as the maps that we have now, and then maybe 1 or 2 smaller condensed maps that, I don't know, maybe we're more urban. But even as I thought about that, or said that out loud, I thought, which would be, maybe you'd get your 3 to 4 maps of this size, play pretty much the same way. But then maybe I think it would be a good idea to sort of bring back Lifeline, but updated for the new game, where you could play like on a smaller urban type map, and not have to be constrained by the constraints of game as it is now. And
Hey, I'm back.
think that is everything. Like I said, I didn't want to make this super long. I say it every time I do one of these types of videos. I really need to script it out. Not script it out, but make a list and go through my checklist. And I'm sure there's something that I forgot to say. But like I said at the top of the video, please feel free to comment below as to anything else that you would like to see, any improvements upon my ideas, or maybe even shoot down my ideas that may not be as good as I feel like they are or would be. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button, and I hope to see you around in the future. Safe, wash your hands. PalpyTeen out.